Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're just going to run through a very quick tutorial on how you can color grade with just a couple button clicks inside of Adobe Premiere, especially using our new Tropic Color cinematic looks. So here is this shot from a music video I directed for Hunter Powell. This is the raw red footage. You can see the source material here. This is ISO 800, 5400 Kelvin, which again, because it's raw data, I can change and adjust as if I shot it. You see it got all cool there. So we'll just take it to 5,000 color temp, the tint, ISO, I can change all that, IPP2 color profile. So this is the flat image here, straight from camera. And to simply color inside of Adobe Premiere, I'm gonna bring in the two things that I usually do, which is Lumetri Color and then levels. Those are my main things in which I use to color. And so for the Lumetri Color tab, right, what I'm going to do is when I come into the Lumetri Color tab, I'm going to go to the Creative drop down, and that's where I'm going to apply the LUT. So I'm going to browse, I'm going to do the cinematic looks. It's going to pull up the folder for that. And we're just going to pick the first one here, Artistry, the 100%. We do make them in different versions, so 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%. Just so it works with a bunch of different camera profiles. But I'm just gonna select the 100% here, open that, you'll see instantly a beautiful grade in which I honestly don't even have to touch this further than this, but if I wanted to play with it further, I could. Obviously, when you attach the LUT in the Creative tab, I can control that intensity, right? I can walk it up or down, make it super intense, less intense. It was at 100% to start, we'll just drop it to 90. A little less. And then from there, like right now, it kind of has a more flat, even keel look, which I love. It has a slight fade to it, but that's simple and easy to fix either in the basic correction by boosting, the contrast, the highlights, shadows, or you can work on that within the curves section, right? So here's going to be my midtones. If I drag this down, it's going to crunch those midtones a little bit more. If I take it up, it's going to brighten those, right? So I might drop that a hair, drop the blacks a hair if I want a slightly more contrasted look, boost the highlights a little bit so it has a little bit more of a pop. So by kind of creating this little wave here where I bring the shadows down along with the midtones and then let the highlights go up, get a little bit more of a pop here, you know what I mean? So you can see if I toggle that on and off, just get a little bit more. And I can further accentuate that by taking the highlights up to 50%, right? Now you get a lot of pop, but it's a little much for my liking. I like a little more of a flat look and grade. And from there I can play with the saturation. The saturation is pretty good though. I don't think I'll really touch that. Color balance, I mean, that's solid, right? Like we've designed these looks with an industry colorist that works on a lot of big music videos, commercials, narrative work, so that these LUTs are pretty much plug and play. But the other thing that I actually really like to do with inside of, when color grading a clip is in the levels tab. So I like to come to this effects here and I look for levels, right? And I'll drag levels onto my clip or adjustment layer, whatever I'm color grading. And then I like to play with the levels a lot. And I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but the black input will kind of crush things if I drag that out, right? So if I want to crush that a little bit, maybe instead of 0, I'll do 5. I'll take the further I drag the highlights down, you can see more it pops here again. I'll do 250. And then this black output level down here usually gives it a blue tint to the shadows. So you can see if I really drag that up there, what it does. So we might just do a slight hint of that with, instead of 0, we'll do 3. And we try 5. Cool, that looks good. Gamma here, if I want to darken the image a little bit more from 100, I could drag that down, right? The more I do that, the more it's going to crush that. Do 98 instead of 100. And yeah, right away we have with just a few button pushes, which I went extra on. I did a couple other extra little things, and you can even further tweak it from here, right? Play with the shadows and the midtones. I can warm it up even more, but we have a pretty amazing grade here just from this simple Cine Looks LUT that we just applied. There's 13 of them. They're absolutely amazing. So this is the artistry one, which is one of my favorites. So again, it's as simple as just come to the creative tab. Here it is blank. I'm just gonna click the artistry one, attach it, boom. Instantly got a very beautiful stylistic grade. It's as simple as that. And like I said, you can dive into it further. You always should. You should never just click and be done. If you want to, you can, but you should always try and fine tune your image and your color to best suit, you know, your story, your mood, your project. I always like to add a little vignette too. So like to a project, I'll come in, maybe do like a -2, and you can do this inside of the Lumetri Color as well. And then you're gonna wanna feather it out. So we'll take this up to like 90%, drop the roundness. And that way you get like a nice little vignette that draws your attention inward to the image a little bit and looks really good and clean. But you're always gonna wanna feather that up. And that's another last little kind of trick and secret that I do to a lot of my grades as well. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Cine looks, Tropic Color, link will be in the video description below. As you notice, we went from a pretty flat, unflattering grade to one click of a button, boom, looks great. So, like I said, we teamed up with the industry colorist to make these guys 13 looks for you guys to use on projects to make just color grading a lot easier for everyone. So go check it out, and thanks for watching.